you got the special talk there, but with humility, that is one characteristic that um, that allows you to expand. Okay, we are very prideful creatures. Honestly, that we all have a sense of pride, a degree of pride, and it's somewhat healthy to have a healthy sense of pride. There is in the spectrum a healthy thing, just like narcissism. All right, there is healthy narcissism. Okay, they give us a sense of a different sense of a boundary as well. But when that thing starts to over take, okay, your psyche and your control, where now you start to become offended uh, because of being prideful or arrogant, then we stop the growth of certain things. We don't learn from our mistakes. We don't reflect. We don't do anything that helps us to grow, honestly, because you already think that your cup is filled. Um, so these things start to connect, and when you're also helping people, um, you have to understand empathy is a sign also of humility, because you truly understand where the person is not only going through but where they're coming from. So obviously when it comes to humility, right, a lot of people think of, I think the most common, right, is, oh, he got humbled, you know. um, but I think that humility is also a practice in which it says on that top, it's not thinking less of yourself, but it's thinking of yourself less. So you're always thinking of others, of course, in a good way. I know there's others who really put themselves, you know, in the back seat and overdo it for other people. So there's that sense of balance, but humility is really a practice that is that could really propel your life. And I don't know if you saw all the quotes I chose, but it starts to show you, you know, where it could really take you. Um, so with that, I chose an expression of kind of like a journey with Inez's help too, because I was kind of having problems um, with my mind. I was going everywhere with it, but she brought out something like, you know, how the military does a good job of humbling, and all with their body weight, all with just distance. So I started to go, okay, you're leading me somewhere. I kind of like it. And so I kind of mix what we would go through as a Spartan endurance racer. And I mean, when I mean Spartan endurance racer, we're talking about the 12-hour hurricane heat crap, okay? And the go rucks, and then also mixed in with some military stuff. And then I brought it all into where you could move it into your living room where you guys are at. But I hope that it does seem simple, but as we start to do it, and in its format and in its intensity, that it starts to create that humbleness. I try to also relate, if you're following along, block 1, 2, and 3 also have a quote that's on top of it, and that's kind of like where I centered around the exercises and the format around. Okay, how's Daleen doing? Hold on, let me see this. Very important because I'm live.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Oop, that's it. So I guess it wasn't important. Sorry, that's how me and my sisters are. They know me. All right. So everything is just with the backpack. Okay. No extra weights, no nothing. So when I say overhead, that's all your body weight. That's seeing how your range of motion is on your arms. Okay. You got your push-ups, which is 7. We have 3 sets of those in different spots. We're always doing 7 in between our big exercises. So we're doing basically 21 for each round. All right. Lunges with scapula pulses. So it's like seal jacks. Okay. We're going from here, right? but instead we're out here and then we're just pulsing our hands. Now, when you want to drop your arms, then you stop moving your legs. They have to be in constant motion, okay? I'm probably pumping out 2 to 3 pulses per step. Okay, I'm not doing, I'm exhausting my back, okay? I'm as sharp as a blade, so when I'm reaching, I'm really reaching. I'm not relaxed. I am stiff, and we're moving from the scapula, and it's just pulsing. Pop, 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 pop. All right. If you have any questions on intensity, you could just look at me and then, okay, fine, I get the point. All right, cool. Lateral squat shifts. We're gonna stay wide. We're not gonna shift low. We're gonna actually triangle it out so that there's flexion, right? Now it's the opposite, so it's the flies up and down, okay? This is actually a military drill in which they only do shoulder circles forward, shoulders to back, okay? They do the flap and they do the flap. They go about 2 minutes each non-stop, all right? And then you'll feel a burn. I'm just making it more compound with our shoulders, with our legs. Of course, you can see it's 30 and then 40. This is total, okay? So that's what, 15 each side, 20 each side, yeah? You go push-ups again, and then the low plank mountain climbers. So, of course, we're low. Obviously, we can't drive our knees in the center, so they go outward. Each one is 1. So that's 25 each side, basically, or 50 total, okay? Yes, with your backpack. Your backpack stays on, all right? You rest to what's needed, whatever you need, and then you just move on. Don't think it's gonna be a tea party. I'm probably gonna, depend on what I could do, it's gonna be like nothing to about 30 seconds when I get tired. Okay, I'm gonna try to finish this out as fast as I can, okay? But being true, meaning I wanna make sure that I go through the whole thing straight through again. So it's also listening to my body, okay? But not being too kind to your body. And there's a difference, okay? All right. But hopefully you start to see that it starts to seem easy because it's just the backpack on, but it starts to wind down. All right. Cool. There's something to learn from this. Any questions, concerns? You'll notice for me today, you could put out your music. I'm not putting out music today. I want to be a little more mindful in my body today. That's just my practice. Reason why, I'm practicing my lifetime. I want to really focus onto the muscles that I'm connecting more to my body. So yeah. And with that, I will get more into my mind. And with that, I will get to practice more humility. So if you're wondering why, I'm just sharing a little more onto my practice of how I train myself. Okay? Cool questions? Anything? Are we good? All right, let's start.
Hey.
So when it comes to probably your third round, your arms are gonna be tired. So these overhead squats are gonna be a B. But anyway, have fun. I got 20.
Ya I say. Voy a hacerlo.
Ah.
Okay.
Ah. 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 Arms are tired. Ah. I can't even lift my arms. I'm at 8. Ah. Woo. Oh. Yeah, I should have put the 20 on, Inez.
You have the 30?
Not the 30. 13. 10, 14, 15, 16, 20, 21, 22, 20, 24, 25.
Oh,
And a little lower into it, Miss Marissa. Ha! 20. Stay here for a bit. Son of a. 21, 22. So remember, going forward and back on your lunges, you're going forward and back on your shoulders. Where you're going side to side, you're flapping your wings like a bird, up and down, up and down, up and down. They're two different shoulder flaps.
five more.
Ah! 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 Yeah. Good. Micro movements.
Oh, yeah.
Ha! Yeah. That's 20, yo. Come on. 21. 22.
Ah,
Ah. And that's 3. 3 more. Not that my shoulders are done, but okay. Roll that half, and we go 3 straight again.
Yeah. But is it even open? Dan, set 4?
I'm on set 4, yeah. Starting. My shoulders are, I don't want to say done, but they're suffering.
Yeah, they're burning.
And it's my whole shoulder. I'm like, it's like if it's not my deltoids, it's my traps. If not my traps, my back.
Yeah, I know. Fuck.
I have a knot on my rhomboid, my left side, and I'm feeling it. It's like dropping my left arm. All right, let's go. One.
Come on.
20. That's 10 more. I need 10 more.
One.
Oh my God.
That's 25. Come on. 26. 27.
Oh,
Ah. See my mat
Ah.
soaked. I'm dripping. Ah. I'm in the shade.
ha. My God.
Come on, leave it with it. Hips are low when you squat. Ah. Ah. Come on, this is 5. You're good. 20. 10 more. You bastard. Why'd you stop? I got nothing. You're nothing, LaRusso. Come on. Ugh. Ah. Low battery. It's okay. Almost done. You can do it. Breathe through it. Handle it. I knew my fist would be so heavy.
Come on, 30.
39. 40. I'm okay, ZZ. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Ah.
Ah. Yeah. Ah. Yeah.
Come on. 24. Ah.
37. 30. Yama. Yeah. Ah. Ah. Yeah. Ah. What?
Ah.
Ah. Ah. That whole thing was like 275 calories for me. Ah. 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 Oh, I feel good taking out that backpack. I know you can see my eyes.
Ah.
It's like dripping. My eyes look like Michael Jordan, all yellow and red.
Hello.
Ugh. Ugh.
One more.
I'm keeping my kettlebells for this one. They're the right weight. There's no way I'm gonna do 40s.
You said lightweight or how heavy?
I'm going medium on this.
Okay.
So for me, it's a 35, which is why I'm using my kettlebells. They would be dumbbells if I had lighter dumbbells.
All I have is 15.
Ooh. Like broccoli, taking off the weights.
For real. My back feels all big, like Baki. You watch Baki?
Yeah. I was feeling the burn on the traps once it got to the third set for the lateral lunge pulses.
Yeah. I felt everything on it. I was like, I can't. It's hard. So I was like debating in my mind, like, just give me 8 more. And then when I would hit it, I'm like, can we move? Can we move? And it's like, no. I'm like, all right, we'll take a break. So I'm like, you know, there's that ego side, like, nah, you got this. Come on, don't be a punk. And then next you know, it's like, dude, I have nothing. And then form, like my elbows start to drop and they don't look right. So it's like, hey, keep it straight. So that's the humility aspect to get things right. I think it was the third set where I dropped like every 5. I was like, my body just wasn't ready yet. And then when I said to myself 4, 5, and 6, like my performance just went up. I went Brawley Rage 3 on that one. Rem was watching it with me. She's like, is it ever going to end? I'm all, no, dude, this is Dragon Ball. It's all about the fighting.
Or like just yelling.
Well, usually they would be talking if it wasn't a movie. Did you ever watch the original Brawley movie?
Yeah, I watched all 3 of it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
They totally did a better job. I was like, okay, it makes more sense.
Yeah, because the third Broly one was kind of dumb because it was like a bio Broly.
Oh yeah. I saw that one. I was talking about like the very first one.
The very first one, yeah.
Ah. How'd that feel, guys? How'd you like that? Did any of
My
the
shoulders are out.
yeah.
I went on a hike yesterday with the backpack and about 15 pounds for 3 miles, and I didn't know you were doing a backpack thing today. And my shoulders kept going out.
Yeah. And we don't really think much, but you're like, really, Dan, these? And you're just like, oh, never mind. Yeah, humility. Wee. I was like, my fists are so heavy. Maybe I shouldn't get more muscle density. This hurts. Okay, so number 4. We're going into mode. Oh, number 4, what the hell? No, number 2, block 2. We got 4 sets. That's the difference. All right. So, this is of course double snatch, not a single arm snatch. You have both dumbbells. You'll snatch, keep it at the overhead, and then reverse lunge it. 1, 2, right and left. Okay. So once more. Oh, my kettlebell's right behind me. So, boom, snatch, and then 1, 2. Okay. It's not shoulders, but when you're overhead and you do that reverse lunge, you're working a lot of your back. So I'm getting your back a lot differently.
You only do 2 of those?
Was that? Ah, shoot, he didn't write it. It's actually 5 total. The whole comp.
Oh, okay.
Oh, 5.
What he wrote to each side. Whoa, that's weird. I wrote in parentheses. I put ×2, right and left. I think he. Forgive
So
Ray.
1, 2
He
is
just got
1.
started doing a Twitch at 1 p.m. doing this. So. But yeah, so it's 5 total. So 5 of basically snatch and then right, left 1. Snatch,
Oh, okay.
right, left 2. But it's
Okay.
5 of those, okay? When you're done, you have a 30-second overhead hold. All right?
Over.
Overhead hold. Keep it over your head. Just stand. Keep it above the head with your dumbbell.
Oh.
30 seconds. After the 30 seconds, you're going to like the seesaw after that. Okay? So I put reciprocating, but I was like, just keep it as seesaw. So we're here. 1, 2. All right, it's total. Or if you count like me, I always count every 2 is 1 on that. So it's 10 for me. But if you like to count every single rep, it's 20.
It's 20. Okay.
Now, you have your light dumbbell on this one. I'm going to hate this.
Bless you. Bless you.
Ah, crap.
Salud.
30 seconds. Oh, shit. Okay, I need a 10. Yep. Anyway, you're going to hold at that T position for 30 seconds. And then you have the bat flies or bat wings. Remember bat wings? I'm super strong. I'll pull. Look at the bat wings.
Okay.
Be right back. Gonna get my 10s. You want to go sailing? Like Moana? Okay. Okay. Irene?
Dan,
Yes,
can you show the first one again?
of course.
Are we doing all of them with lightweight?
Yeah, this is
Or
strong.
it's- Okay.
Hey, go back inside. Watch your Moana. Okay. Whew. I'm so burnt out. Hold on. My shoulder. Right when I grab this weight, my shoulders are quivering. Okay. For me, I'm going to use a swing, but for you guys, you'll be using a squat. So I'll be from here. Whoop-ah! There's your double. And then I'll go 1 and 2. 1. And you have 5 of those. So I'll bring it down.
Okay.
3.
Whoop-ah! 2. Yeah, I'm going. I don't want to waste it.
Okay.
3. Let's run.
Okay.
Whoop-ah! Whoop-ah!
And it's 5 of those, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
4. I got 1 more. Whoop-ah! And then I hold overhead 30 seconds.
Okay.
Shoot. Shoot. Oh, shoot. 15 more seconds for me. And then seesaw press. 1, woo, 2, woo, 3. Oh.
4.
10. Woo. Oh yeah. I'll go strong. Give me 5. Give me 5. Yeah. But la, la, la. Okay, 30 seconds again. Bent over, fly, hold. Good luck. Woo! Woo! Like a big choo-choo train. Oh my goodness. Jacques, what are we doing?
Ah.
Turning.
Ah. Ah. Ah.
Oh, Dan, you are one crazy mofo. Woo! Ah. Now you know why it's a 2-minute rest. All right. Ha. One. Bat fly. Bat waves. ZZ, what's my name? Lemon. Hey. Hey. 10, 2 minutes. Oh, yeah. So let me reiterate block 2, the greatest friend of truth. And today's truth is all about you. What is your true character? Who are you truly? So the greatest friend of truth is time. Hence why we have timed workouts. Her greatest enemy is prejudice. And her constant companion is humility. I hope embodiment of that in this one. Holding overhead, holding that damn back fly for time. The constant friend of truth is time. Get to see. You want to cut out 2 seconds? That's all about you. That's true character. So, what's wrong, Zizi? Uncle's working out and working. You wanna see the people? Huh? Want to see our friends? I thought you were supposed to be watching Moana. What are you talking to me about? What are you doing? You want to go monster? Okay, all right. Still gonna work out 15 seconds. Why the attitude today? Huh? What character are you playing today? Well, who broke it? You did. Why me? How can it be me? Yep. What do you want? Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Uncle is not only working out, he's working. What? Use your words. I don't understand that. Woo! Feeling sexy. That guy is Dan. Woo! Yes, buddy. What? No! Yeah. Why'd you ruin the permit? Oh, your sister's gonna get mad. 10 seconds. My fly holds. How you liking them, Inez? He burned, Dad! concentrating. Hold on. You should cheer me on.
Go. Yeah.
Ay, pues su puta madre.
¡Sí, puta madre! ¡Don't be a puta!
Sorry, guys.
Don't be a puta madre! Don't be!
Ah,
Inside, mommy said.
Say, I am a bien madre!
go.
She's coming inside now.
Aww. Bye, Zizi. Okay, come on. Come on, buddy. Finish this. One. My butt brought out the 12s thinking I could handle 12. I can't.
For what?
Dumbbells. Galen has 12, so I was like, okay, I'll use a 12. I'm strong.
You have 12s and 10s?
12s, 10s, 15s, and 8s.
So you using the 12s for the bat wing?
No. I was trying to use 12s for the hold.
Okay, but what are you using for the bat wing?
By the time I'm done with the hold, I'm still using 10s for the bat wing. That's what I was saying. I thought I'm all strong with the 12s. I can't even do like 2.
You know what I'm using? I'm using those ankle weights we got from the booty boot camp.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It works, right?
Yeah.
Freaking hurts, right? When you go like this.
Yeah. Well, it's the only lighter weight than the 15s that I have, so
Yeah.
whatever.
But watch, if you straighten out those arms and hold,
Yeah.
and then by the time you're doing the wings, you're spent. I'm spent.
Dude, I was dying with the tents.
So I'm trying to show you also movements with light weights that are
Oh,
they seem easy, but even with tens, they're like, okay, yeah. I already knew 15s I couldn't do it.
Or which one?
it's too heavy for me.
45 seconds. We have 4 sets. I think we'll be fine, right? Right, Inez? You have a appointment at 1 o'clock?
Yeah.
time?
I have,
11:24.
yeah, I hope so.
I think we'll be done with this one by at least 11:40.
Okay.
Could at least give me like 3 sets on the third block.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
This is 4 sets, huh?
Sí, señora.
Ay.
I go in 10 seconds.
Ah, venga. Please.
Up.
Ah.
All I got was 3. Well, my shoulders hurts. Come on, yellows. Come on, Charlie Browns. Okay. Come on, Charlie Browns.
Hard, pues tú.
Oh, Pee-wee.
Yeah. Only 11:28. I think we're good.
Eh. This only 10, the last
See?
one? Okay.
Going to quattro.
No.
And 45 seconds.
My shoulders.
Okay. My shoulders are done. Up.
¿Me hablas? Oh, Luciana, está bien. Let's go.
No. Couldn't go straight to it. Oh. Oop. Yeah. Oh yeah. What you want, Daylin? What you want? You guys want locomoco? That's your fault, Dad. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, hold.
There you go.
Gosh. I hate you. You suck. Text.
What?
I can read your text.
Oh, sexy one.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Hey, Danny Zuko, what's next?
Oh, no.
That's how I feel. Okay. So. This is what we got, guys. Jock brought up a good point, but I still don't skip certain things. And it is concerning about the sit-up. When I woke up, I read his message. In fact, when I got my lumbar protrusion, that was one of the main things that Dr. Cassidy talked to me about too. You know, how many times am I sitting up and this is this? But obviously I moved on from the sit-up. But things like me up. So me and Dr. Cassidy. Now, Dr. Cassidy is the guy who helped me decompression my back. He's a natural healer too, using chiropractic as well. So he's a spine specialist, especially on herniated disc and all that stuff. So yes, Komana is right, and we're all right. It's because of the lumbar flexion. The thing is, I know I'm doing the sit-ups. I have to just coach you guys on how to do a proper sit-up. You'll notice too, I stopped going all the way up. Okay, so I got 4 minutes, Miss Inez. So let me explain. Can you see me? Oh, wait. I'm trying to put it. You can see my mat. There we go. So, reason why hurt your vertebrae is because of this motion right here. And see that curvature of my back? Okay. Because we're sitting, okay, on top of your glutes, okay, it's not really onto your buttocks. See the difference? Look at my spine now, the line.
Mhm.
But when we're here, especially when the legs are up, it's overextending your back, your lumbar the other way, okay? Or because right, we're flexing this, so we're extending the lengthening of this. Now, when we go back down, boom, boom, usually people leave a pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my booty's big, that's why. No, it's just because you're being lazy, so you're bridging it. So you have to constantly have this, bridging, and then here, bridging, and then here. And through that, those are micro tears, okay? So how do we fix that? You keep your spine braced, okay, onto the floor, meaning your rib cage is pointed down. So this is my relaxation pose. So once I go down, I'm here. I have full contact with my lumbar, okay? When I go up, I drive forward, boom, and I get to here. Look at the difference. Yeah? I don't go here. Especially when I'm tired, I'm not. And then see, look, all that curve. And that's why. So when here, I'm always finding my chest. I'm bracing with the core. Boom, that's it. This is all I go. Okay. Here. I go right here. Boom. Hit. Hit. And you'll notice your core, your abdominals stay contracted. Okay? That's what we're gonna work on. We only got 10 in the beginning, and then we build off it. So Inez, you have it on you, right? Can you just read the core, the abdominal work? It's sit-ups, and then skip the exercise, and what else? Sit-ups.
Backpack sit-ups and then dumbbell squat thruster jumps.
Yeah, and then what's the other sit-up? Or then
Suitcase
it's
crunch.
right?
Suitcase crunch.
Suitcase. So with a suitcase, we're here. Okay, but look at my back. It's still, I'm not here. Okay, so 1, 2, and honestly, my lumbar is still straight. It's still neutral, and I feel that. Okay. After that is V-sit. If you notice V-sit, I skip how it is. See that? Because we changed the trajectory of your buttocks, boom, I'm able to keep my back straight. Okay? That's why posture. So we're putting less stress on our lumbar, working the real muscle groups. Okay? And then finally, the V-ups. The V-ups is right here. Okay? Once more, look at that back. So practice that. If you feel your lower back, it's probably because you're overstretching it, meaning you're over flexing or leading with your neck. And that's the problem. And yes, that's how sit-ups create those micro tears. Okay, Mr. Jacques, did that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So those are the core, the abdominal exercises that you have in between. They're all with the backpack. Whew. Now you have your light weights. Okay, look at the numbers. We got 20, 15, 10, and 5. Okay, this is very explosive. Why do I have to be my 15? So I have my 15s here. I'm exploding to 20. Okay, the thrusters, you already know it. It's basically a burpee without the push-up. But remember, just because we're not pushing up doesn't mean that you have to drop those hips. So I'll show it again. See that? Okay. No. Look at that lower back. Ew.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. All right. Okay, you know you're man makers, but technical just means just watch the form. So we'll hit, we'll row, we'll row. Once I get to here, I'll pick up, curl, Arnie press. Okay. Do your next abdominal workout, and then finally dive bomber push-ups for 5. So if you look at your whole journey without the abdominals in between, you're going from
How many more meters?
going to the core and legs, and then upper body and legs, and then just upper body. We're transitioning from the bottom up. Questions? What'd you say?
How many is gonna be on the my makers?
5.
5? Okay.
Wait, 5? No, sorry, 10. You're right. So,
Oh my God.
that's
Let
why
me take it off.
I brought 15s out. It's light. So everything.
Okay, so I'm gonna
If you
put
guys
10.
notice how I move, I'm gonna try to hit these as fast as I can. So it's just very strong. Okay. So you're just transition 20, 10, 15, 10, 10, 10, 5, 10. Okay. All right.
Yes, I have.
Squat jumps. Yeah, I tend to hug it or brace it. Yeah. And I'm not taking out my plate because it makes it easier. So I'm purposely keeping it in my bag. Yeah. Okay. So hug your backpack, have fun with it, or grab it, whichever way. Okay. Let's just continue. I'll wrap it over here. You got a minute rest, and we hit out 5.
Hey, so am I skipping all the crunch stuff altogether?
Dude, that's what I was gonna say. I did think about you on this one. So, your sit-ups will be actually swings. Okay. Now on the suitcase crunch, it's the swings with the knee lifts. Remember that? So that's the mod. The V sits, I'm gonna have you do shit. I was hoping you had it.
What?
Well, the V ups will be your slams. The V sit. Okay.
Yeah.
And then can you do any flutter kicking?
Yeah, I think so.
Do a modified where you're up here and then we're just here
Oh, okay, yeah.
for the last one.
Okay.
Every
So
2 and 1.
Swings
So
with the knee.
regular swings with the knee lift,
Yeah.
slams,
Slams. Okay.
and then those modified, yeah. Cool. All right. 20, let's go. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Easy mode. Woo! Woo! Like a big choo-choo train. Nine. 9. Woo. 10. Now I go to B6. Ugh. 1 minute. Woo. 1 is done. Wow. Yeah, that does feel like it. Let's see what it's trying to remind us. Have more humility. Remember, you don't know the limits of your own abilities, successful or not. If you keep pushing beyond yourself, you will enrich your own life and maybe even please a few strangers. Push it over the abilities. Almost up.
No more.
No more?
Ah,
What kind of talk is that? No more. We got 4 more. Haha.
I know. Ah. 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 La que estaba ahí en el cuarto, no la trae.
How are you feeling, Inez? Okay, good.
My legs are done.
I know.
Ugh.
Ah.
You know, the Arnie presses are really getting to me, even though they're light. That's everything. BRB, I'ma get me some electrolytes. Electrolytes. Oh.
Ay, su perra madre. Ah. Oh my God, I'm done. I'm dead.
I don't understand that.
I'm morida.
I don't understand
Ay,
that type of talking.
I'm morida.
Read the quote again. Read the quote.
Yes, I know. I can. I can make it. Ah, tienes agua. Okay, let's go. I can feel my legs. Oh my God, I feel dizzy.
Come on, y'all. After this, we're past halfway. We're over the hump. Over the hump.
Oh,
Two more. Two more.
Number 4.
Oh my God. ¿Serán los line makers? I'm missing one.
Okay.
After that you doing done, what
Man
is next?
or the
After that one that you make, that you do it. I miss it. I think I miss one.
suitcase crunch.
The crunch?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God. Oh my. This is killing me.
Come on, Dan. 2 more. Is 8, 9. Come on. Come on. Come on, Dan. Last one.
The man makers are like tiring, even though it's lightweight.
Yeah. Overestimate them. Especially what the work that we've done is perfect. Humble mind. 15 great. Last one. Come on. Ah. Ah. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. One. I've been done. Let's go, guys. Finish it. Finish it. For those who are at home, not live, so I say keep it up, keep doing good work. 5 rounds of non-stop action. Ooh. There we go. Go. Jeanette, how come she's not working in front of the camera, Jeanette? Whew. My body hurts. Let me sit down. How was that, Jacques? How was that?
Good.
So I tried to create motions that would look simple on paper, not that much weight, so you could kind of underestimate? Yeah. And then later on, you're like, oh shoot, this is beating me up. That's how humility works. But I hope it does resemble that trait of humbleness and making you guys be able to have a growth mindset that you don't need large weights, right? You don't need much room. You don't need sometimes too much crazy stuff, but if you put in the work and the right intensity and you stay true to yourself and your goal, anything could be really truly effective. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Keep it going. You attack that though with a lot of volume because of the lightweight. And then that growth, that whether we're scaling up or going downwards, like 20, 15, 10, 5, that number play kind of gives you the that sense of a journey of like, okay, hold on, and being humble to the to your journey, not just the destination, but everything you've gone through. When I did the last 5 of the dive bombers, I was just out. I was done. I was like, this is everything added to this damn push-up. So even though it was 5, and I'm like, it's only 5, like 2 was already done. 3, I was like, this. So, well, enough of me, because I'm the one who designed this stuff, and you guys saw my intention, and I hope that it was clear and felt. What is your perception right now? How do you guys feel going through it? Get it? I don't know how many times I felt to all my knees and hands. That is a body language of humility right there.
This block was like the one that really burned out my shoulders so much. So like, yeah, I was already burning out after like set 3. I kept having to drop, and going into block 2, it's just like, oh shoot, like I don't know if like I can maintain like the 30-pound dumbbell throughout the whole so like I had to just go down for just like a recovery set to 20 for like one of them, and then the rest I just did 30s. But like, yeah, that first block definitely just like so tough. I had to block out the pain on my shoulder, like of the shoulder in my mind, trying to like maintain like the lunging position too.
Yeah.
So it's just like just had to really concentrate. So.
Ladies who are done, you guys have anything to add? Yeah, Melissa undoing her warrior braid. She's on done. We are done. Humility, yes? Is that what?
Yes.
Did we get it?
Especially that first block within my shoulder. I just kept thinking back to yesterday. It's like, why did I, out of all the days I decided to go on, because I haven't been on a hike in a while, and if I do go on a hike, I usually make it weighted. And I was thinking, out of all the days, I had to do it. I had to do it yesterday.
That's the beauty of it. I might have already prepared you for it, honestly. That's good. That's good. Jeanette, you want to put out your review?
I don't know, man. I struggled like the last block, since I don't have light weights. I had to do it with my ankle weights.
Yeah.
So, like about 4 weeks ago on FyF, like I hurt my hand. So certain, like I think there's something just that might be pulled or something. I don't know, but like the position on the ankle weights was really uncomfortable. I feel like if I would have had the dumbbells, it would have been just a bit more comfortable. I struggled with it. It was frustrating for me.
Gotcha.
So I had to remind myself to just finish, but it was really frustrating. It was good though. I was surprised with block 1. I know that our body weight works are really tough, but you kind of expect it not to be because you're like, oh, well, you're not doing weight. And then when you're in the middle of it, it's like, ah, why does this hurt so much? So it's different.
Yeah.
So really, yeah.
Oh man. Oh, honestly, I think I left everything there on my mind. I just there's nothing else to explain for those who are not live with us, but still doing it. And you're expecting a nice conclusion, like always. I mean, it's there. I mean, I think we fully explored it. You know, thinking body weight, thinking that these things might be easy, right? And then next, you know, we're just like, dude, my shoulders are done. My body's done. uh Even our body language as rest, like being in that I call it the humility position where, you know, you're on your knees, your head's down, you're just gripping. You know, we went through all that. And most of all though, what I could share from my rest periods is, you know, the mind to just accept that I'm tired, accept that, you know, I'm fatigued, and accept the, you know, I guess you could say embrace the weakness, because you know, understanding that I put in the work, you know, instead of just saying, oh, you're weak, man. It's like, nah, dude, we put in a lot of work, embrace it, but keep moving forward. So I myself changed my approach to how I deal with myself, because I usually, like everyone else, I'm harsh. You know, days where you see me, I call myself a bitch or something, right? To kind of pump me up. That's how the sport mentality is, like, yo, come on, come on. But sometimes I'm just like, you know, yeah, you did great. You worked hard. You know exactly what's going on. Humble and just accept the pain and learn from it and move. What can I do to pace myself? What can I do to my mindset to change? And that's how I got stronger each round, or for each of these things. Like 6 rounds, I was like, hey, 4, 5, and 6, I started improving. I started making these little changes, these positive mindset changes. Um, Same thing with the last one. That's why I think Jock was like, "What the heck?" I was just like, "Hey, I hit from 4 to 5. I just it's like it's like just keep moving." So I made my adjustments and just moved. So I mean, I think that's the thing, is being open to yourself, open to the pain and the weakness, the vulnerability, um, and being humble to that, so that you can learn to move on. I think that was really what not that I was expecting it, but I was really like, oh shoot, I'm it's personified right now at this moment, to really, with each block, kind of taking it in and growing from your past experience really quick. So I think if we weren't thinking about that, if we weren't working on humility, we'll be probably all prideful and be like, hey, just do better next time. But I felt that with this approach, I think we were able to kind of dissect a little bit more of what's really going on, so we could start to work on the root causes of stuff. So for me, it was just changing that mindset and then working efficiently, you know. So I really hope that when you start to be more mindful after this, you know, when you start to process it, you're like, oh shoot, yeah, that did happen. Oh shoot, this happened, or vice versa. Oh, okay, next time I'll do this, you know. So that growth mentality. Uh, and that's honestly, that's what I love about exercise too. Um, Actually, I guess you could say this expression, because we're always constantly pushing ourselves to the limit, and so we always feel that humbleness, that point of weakness where we're like, we're not at our best, but it's the only way we can learn. And I think for those who've been with me for years, um, I think that's what they kind of get, because they're like 5 years in and they're like, how come I still feel like I'm like from day one? I'm like, no, you're stronger now. I just have to keep pushing you guys. So it's a good thing. So I'm just connecting everything and anything.
Yeah, that's why I told Dino. I told him like, yeah, like your stuff is like so like it hurts a lot in the beginning, like, but it doesn't get easier, but it gets like more manageable because you do get stronger, you know.
Yeah.
Like you'll notice like little subtle things, like, oh, I'm not stopping as much as I used to, and I'm not as like dead when I come home. Like I'll black out, but like I'm like really like control like your breathing, like how to recover, and like just like those little things that really help out to get stronger. every single time.
Subtleties, yeah. Thanks, Jock. That's cool. I'm glad. Thank you for sharing. Anything else, guys, before I close up? Did we do good? You guys feel
Yeah.
great? I'm like looking at all your expressions. You're like, yeah, it was great, but you're like, ugh.
No, it's good. Thank you, Dad.
No, thank you, guys. Muchas gracias. And I'll see you next week. Tomorrow we'll resume. I don't think I have anything. I have something to do at 4:00 with Rem, so I think we'll be okay with 2:00 tomorrow. Yeah,
That's good.
cool. All right.
Right.
Hey, peace out. Good work. I'll see you guys later.
Thanks, Dan.
You're welcome.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Thanks, Dan.
You're welcome.